crackers. For me, they're always an afterthought when I'm at the grocery store. Like, I'm in line and I'm checking my cart and I got everything I want, and then I'm like, oops, would you mind holding my place while I go get something I forgot? That's usually when I go get crackers. I seem to never put them on my list. And yet I eat them just about every day. With lunch, I have cheese, crackers, and some fruit. Most evenings for a cocktail hour, I will put out a beautiful tray of cheeses and meats and dip. I never skimp on the cheeses I buy for cocktail hour, or the meats, olives, or the liquor. So why do I buy store-bought crackers that have been sitting on the shelf for months or maybe more? I decided I wanted to make them. They can't be that hard. They're just flour and oil and some flavoring. So I did, and I love them. And I think when you see just how fast they come together, you'll be making your crackers as well. When you see how fast this goes together, you're going to wonder why you haven't made your crackers before now. I'm going to use a food processor because it makes the job even faster. We're going to start off with 2 1/4 cups of flour, just regular wheat flour, to 1/2 cup of barley flour. I love the texture that it gives bread and crackers. We have 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and I'm going to be using rosemary, chopped fresh rosemary, but you can use oregano, you can use nothing. You just use salt and pepper. We're going to give it a quick whirl. And then while the machine is running, I'm going to add the olive oil. You can use any of your favorite oils, coconut, almond oil, any particular oil you want. You could even use butter. And then I'll be pouring in a cup of water, and you'll watch how quick this comes together. And that's it. It comes together in a ball very quickly. I'm going to flour our surface, take out our dough and roll it out, and I'll show you how we're going to get it set up on the pan. And I'm going to roll this out on parchment paper and then slide this parchment paper right into my pan. We have our dough rolled out beautifully. Now, to make this quick and easy, I am going to simply slide my pan under my dough. And now we're going to cut it on the tray. You can use a variety of things to cut it with. You can use a knife. It was my grandmother's rolling, cutting thing. I think she must have used it for making pies. You can use a pizza cutter. That works perfectly as well. I like this because it gives a little fancy edge to it. And you cut them as wide as you want them. Pizza cutter works just as well. It doesn't give you the fancy edge, but it gets a nice straight line cut. Okay, our final cut is made. Okay, we have just a little bit of cream. Okay, now across the top, I am going to put a little freshly ground pepper and a little sprinkle of coarse salt. You can put anything you want on top of the sesame seeds, poppy seeds. Okay, we're going to pop these in 375 oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. And I'll see you back here for a bite of these. So good. These are going to be great with my guacamole dip, my hummus, and my cheese. So good.